We're back. Talked with Sebastian, got a lot of information. Now we're gonna go and analyze. I think we got a photograph.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Moon bus.
Moon bus.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that. Give me a hard copy of that.
Daddy.
That can't be me. Give me a hard copy of that.
Shit. McCoy. What are you up to?
That's damn strange. Give me a hard copy of that.
The unicorn? I'm guessing. I don't know. Looks like a unicorn.
The mainframe confirmed what I'd already guessed. The car from Chinatown was the same vehicle that had smacked the hydrant at Runciter's. The car was registered to a woman named Dektora. She'd bought it from a used car lot in the 4th sector. I ran the name through records and came up empty. The used car lot checked out clean too, but maybe the owner could tell me something.
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory.
There's 2 places we could go to. We're going to nightclub row first. Oh no. Do we have to blur something here? Oh, this guy.
Hey man.
You're that cat from Howie Leaves. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard of me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience.
What should we ask about? Should we ask about Lucy?
This girl look familiar?
I think I slept with her just last night.
What?
Just kidding, baby. Tell you the truth. So many women walk in and out of my life. I might have spent an evening with her, but how'd I remember?
Yeah, I'm sure you're irresistible.
The babes dig a man with a sense of humor.
And a sense of taste. So, in answer to my question...
I ain't never laid eyes on that chick. But if I do, I'll make sure to keep her all for myself. Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight? What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house. You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. The doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is, You only got 24 hours to live. The patient says, what could be worse than that? The doctor says, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. He can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
That just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often.
Oh. It's taking a run for it. Let's go catch him.
Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot, that's cool.
Nah. Nah.
Come on, McCoy. Why don't you make me famous?
Get off it. You're no replicant.
How do you know? I could be a martyr for the cause, baby.
Every rep I've ever seen wants to live, not die, pal.
What are you, an expert?
I've been around.
We're gonna arrest
You may
him.
not be a rep, but you're a damn rep sympathizer for sure. Now we're gonna take a little ride downtown.
Yeah? And what? You'll put me on that Voight Kampf machine? My 15 minutes of fame, baby. It ain't as good as being gunned down in the street, but what the hell?
Now we got two.
You keeping busy, pal?
Show's over, baby! And there ain't gonna be no encore!
Yep. Let's go back. Let's go to the other place then.
I remember early Q used to call himself a humanitarian because he'd recruit orphans for his sex club, then donate a percentage of their salary to his favorite animal propagation lab. Yeah, he was a real piece of work. Hey, Hanoi, where's Early?
Off-world fat farm.
You can do better than that.
No, it's true. Mr. Q sent me a vid just yesterday. Getting the hell of a tan he is.
Early's waiting on me.
Sod off. You've got no appointment and you've got no warrant.
Haven't I seen you around here before? How old are you?
We're gonna... To get here, we're gonna distract this guy.
How old are you? Haven't I seen you around here before? Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
Oh, there's a door too. Let's go here. Bye. There's no one here.
What's your pleasure, sir?
The highest octane.
One Venus flytrap coming up.
What's the green?
Neptune's nip. I think you'll enjoy it, sir.
Hit me again. You pick the color.
Ah, 2 of 10, 10 of 2.
Why is it called that?
Let's just say it's a love potion.
Alright. There's a woman dancing.
What's your name?
And then there's nothing else. Let's go. Maybe we have to come back later. Yeah. We're letting ourselves out. Then we should probably go to Hysteria Hall.
It was the trick still. He said Pat doesn't have a mink coat. She's got a good Republican cloth coat. That's all.
You're wrong, sweetie. It was Herbert Hoover.
I'm sorry, but I was there.
Well, if anything, you were all of 3 years old back then.
I still remember it, like it was yesterday.
And he said fur coat, not mink. I saw it on the Discovery disc.
You guys still battling it out?
That's what keeps a marriage alive and kicking, Ray. What can we do you for?
The works.
Coming right up. You know anything about politics, Ray? Famous quotes, things like that?
I try not to.
How about the Checker speech?
Never heard of it.
Hoover's checker speech.
Nixon's Checker speech.
You're forgetting a lot, your old age.
Right behind you, lady.
I found this wrapper.
Yeah, that's from one of our dogs.
You ever seen this girl around here? Maybe in the arcade?
Oh, yes! I saw her come out of the arcade yesterday.
No, it was the day before.
Maybe you saw her both days.
No, I'm positive. It was yesterday.
You're positively wrong. It was 2 days ago, sure as God made little green apples.
You're getting Alzheimer's, sweetie.
Okay, just forget it. You know where I could score some cheese? Like this stuff?
Boy, don't flesh that around here.
He's the police, sweetie.
Besides, the kids today just as soon twist a knife in your backside as to ask Virginian for the tram home. Show that cheese around here, you become a marked man.
Who sells it?
Now, we aren't asking for any trouble, Ray.
I'm not working bunco, I just want some information.
That nutty broad who runs Kingston Kitchen. She's always bragging about her special ingredient.
That stew she makes, it always did taste a little gamey.
And she charges an arm and leg for it, too.
Kingston Kitchen.
It's a killer, I kid you not. Only 35 thou. Yeah, red, orange, blue, puke green, any color you want. Just give me 24 to hose the graffiti off. Just kidding. Ask for the man, Crazy Legs Larry. Toodaloo. Admiring that bishy cat, ain't you? I don't blame you. It's a classic ride in a deluxe sport package. It'll push 125 without so much as a shake. Of course, you gotta find the road for it.
That's always the problem.
Crazy Legs, Larry Hirsch. Pleased to meet you.
Ray McCoy.
You can call me Crazy, you can call me Larry. You can even call me Crazy Legs Larry. But don't call me if you don't think a hot set of wheels ain't necessary.
Okay.
The Bishi's exceptional. Mechanical is Pacific Rim flawless, as usual. But they also save some of the classic styling of the old GM days.
Looks like a piece of work.
Forget those fibroplast Filipino heaps everyone's driving around. This is real. Just feast your eyes on this. You see it? You see it? That's actual chrome, the real stuff. They saved a couple hundred sheets of Tijuana chrome from before the war. It's completely legal and everything. Beautiful, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
And you probably won't ever see it again unless you steal this puppy. And honestly, no. Frankly, I gotta tell you, it's got your name written all over it. Ray McCovey.
McCoy.
Give it, take a couple letters.
I'll have to think about it.
But don't think too long or too hard about it, Roy. It's liable to be gonzo by the time you come back.
Gotcha. How about this girl? She look familiar?
You kidding? She ain't old enough to drive.
You've never seen her?
She looks kind of familiar.
Think real hard.
Maybe you should try that arcade next door. She looks like the kind of girl you see there all the time.
I'll do that. You sell a black sedan a few days ago?
Black sedan? Hey, I got standards. If it ain't sporty, I got no room for it.
I've seen the registration. I know a woman bought it from you.
Oh, that sedan. Hey, look, a sexy blonde wants to pay top dollar for the ugliest car in the place. Who am I to say no?
Did you know who she was?
No, but I'd like to know her in the biblical sense, if you catch what I'm saying. Look, Ray, it ain't a crime for me to make a living.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
Fancy car.
That sucks.
Okay. That sucks.
Locked. Locked.
Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Just fine, Crazy.
You've been thinking about the caddy, haven't you? I don't blame you. She keeps me up at night, too. And I ain't ever even lip wrestled in the back seat. Which is definitely what's in the cards for a stud of your caliber.
Throw in a babe and maybe you got a deal.
No sweat, I'll have one over in a jiffy.
Not just kidding.
I just went upstairs to look at some cars. And then it's like, hey, haven't seen you in ages.